Hello there, folks. I'm Dan Brown from a sort of interestinglife.com, and you're joining me on my Mango Bikes Black Series geared bike, not the fixie, as we head down the towpath to good old Narrowboat Tilly. Now, this is heading up from the Ellesmere Wharf area where we are now, just straight up past the basin and the facilities, and heading, well, past an awful lot of boats, as you're about to see. Now, the interesting thing here is you can see how, in theory, this should be a lovely smooth towpath, tarmacked and bricked and beautiful, because it's obviously used an awful lot of its location in the little town of Ellesmere and so on. But instead, you can see, and just from the amount of puddles that were at that part before we cut away, just how bumpy it actually is, certainly in terms of trying to get some quality GoPro footage. Anyway, as we hop down over the bridge here now, we're going to head in a straight line up directly away from Ellesmere and directly pretty much in a straight line from where we started on the canal. And I was amazed when I arrived home, this was a Sunday evening I think, to find that this actual basin part that we've just been having a look at wasn't as crammed full of boats as it is sometimes. In fact, just on that part where that boat was moored up we just passed is where, I'll put a link in the description to the video, but a very big old workboat towing another big old workboat, Buckton towing Saturn, crashed directly into the side of Tilly once. So yeah, that's a great fun story. Interesting just point here of under the bridge, you have those rows of bricks, which I'm not sure what they were intended to do, whether they are to slow you down on bikes or whatever, but they certainly work in terms of how fast you would want to go across those. Now, this is a little place of interest. This is Blackwater Marina at Ellesmere, and because you obviously have the entry into the marina here, you have to go up and over this little wooden bridge, which always gives a lovely view like that, just particularly at night when you can see there's a few smoky chimneys every now and then it gets really dark and you can see boats with lights inside on the far end of the marina, and oh, it's just lovely. Traditional, stereotypical stuff. And I suppose really, building on that stereotypical image, these are the sorts of ways that I end my bike rides when I'm going in and out to work and so on. And it's what I often talk about, how you might be, well, in this case, I think I'm biking about 9.5 miles, that sort of region, basically, out to Tilly, between Ellesmere and Oswestry where I work. And it's like, wake up, and the first thing you do in the morning is bike down this towpath, and then the last thing you do at night is bike down this towpath. And it's what I always say of what a fantastic way to start and end the day it truly is. And particularly over recent times, as I've been working sort of late night-ish times until like 9 and 10 o'clock at night. Then I have to go and obviously get changed and get on my bike from my mum's house in town and then bike out, and it takes about 40 minutes to an hour depending on the route and depending on how much I really want to floor it on my bike. And when you start to get out to this sort of area, say between 11 and midnight, as I have been doing, it's absolutely amazing. Like, you can imagine just going down past all these boats and then doing that in the absolute dead of night, so that the only sound you can hear is basically your tyres on the gravelly path. And just having the odd boat with a couple of lights on inside and seeing the chimney smoking away and a few little embers burning and rising up. And again, stereotypical imagery, but absolutely fantastic to be able to do it and actually see that as the last thing you see at night of the world. Anyway, on that note, I'll wrap things up and say thanks for watching. Check out my other videos for loads more biking and weekly boat life videos and goodness knows what else. Please do consider checking out my books available for the Kindle. Just search Amazon for The Narrowboat Lad. You'll find links to that and lots of other stuff in the description. Until the next time though, keep it bike worthy, keep it boat worthy, and of course, farewell.